Rameshji.
धन्यवाद जगन्नाथ।
Yeah. Yeah, Maheshji, go ahead.
I have a few questions, Jagmaj. One of them, in this previous sloka, where the Shrotriya, the qualities of gurus are stated or summarized, I find 7 qualities. I just want to understand whether I got everything. One is Shrotriyaha, Avrijinaha, Akamahataha, Brahmavittamaha, Shandaha, Ahetukaya Sindhuhu, and Bandhu. Correct? So I counted 7. Did I miss any?
They are good at counting. Yeah.
तो ब्रह्मणि उपरतः
No, not in
ब्रह्मणि
that sloka.
उपरतः
No, that's not in this sloka. That's
It
not in
is.
this sloka.
It
Yeah, it is
is.
there here only. So, Brahmavittamaha, then Brahman Yuparataha will come. It is there in that sloka. Okay, you can add 8 qualities are there.
No, Avrajina.
What's the question?
Avrajina.
No, but
So, what is the question though, Maheshji?
no, I'm just asking whether am I correct? Is it 7 of them? Is that correct?
I didn't count. I mean, I'm not
Okay.
accounting. Yeah,
Okay.
there are 7.
Okay, that's fine.
Mahesh,
Then
Avrajinaha. Did you miss Avrajinaha? The second.
no, I counted.
Yeah. So anyway, let's look at describes the attributes of a teacher. Yeah, go ahead.
Another question I had this. What is the difference between Bandhu and Suhrit?
Bandhuhu and Suhrit. Okay. So generally, Suhrit means a friend who has no expectations. Bandhu means friend. Friend may or may not have expectations, but the one who does not have expectations is a Suhrit. In common language, that's what it means.
Yeah, like a Kuchela or something.
Yeah. So anybody, even amongst us also, there are people who don't have expectations. So that person is a Sukrit.
Okay.
Right.
And then in the next sloka, it's why is it in the last word it says Priche Jnatavyam Atmanaha. Why in the PDF it says Prichej rather than Prichet?
Oh, Prichej. Okay, good. So the Sandhi again. Sandhi. Because the Takara is followed by a Jakara. Takara is followed by a Jakara.
Jnatavya.
Okay.
Jnata. Yeah.
So then the Ta becomes a Ja. Ta becomes a Ja. Because
But the way he's but
the letter
since
the itself is a conjunct consonant. Nya of Jnanam is a conjunct consonant. I hope everybody knows that. It is not a separate letter in Sanskrit. It's a conjunct consonant. Combines what? Cha, cha, ja. The third letter ja. And then ja, nya. So the third letter and the fifth letter, you put together, then that becomes nya. Jnanam. That is the jnana.
Okay.
So that's why, Maheshi, the takara followed by...
The reason I'm asking was, the reason I asked was in the PDF, he split this word, right? Prichej, then Jnadavyam, then Atmana.
Okay. Yeah, that is this Alan's style of doing. And after printing only, I realized I should not have done it. But it's his style of presenting. And he wants to express the Sandhi to his clientele. And so he is converted the Ta to a Ja.
Sandhi Vicheda.
Yeah. But we all know it is Prichet Takara.
That's what I was. Another question is, I think I asked in the last class. I heard you say last class that, this is regarding this Shrotriya versus Brahma Vittamaha. I I may be incorrect, but I heard you say that I think Swamiji said that you better learn from a Shrotriya than Brahma Vittamaha. If because the Shrotriya is able to communicate. That's where I understood. I may be wrong. That's what I heard. Whereas, one is the person who Shrotriya is the one who has learned Shastram the proper way or something. Am I correct? And the Brahmanishta is something who that knowledge of Brahman is manifest in his life. Is that correct? So these are two different qualities. It can be same person. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
Or
Two different qualities must be the same person. That's what Shankara is saying. That's what Shastram always says.
yeah.
And so the context in which I mentioned that is it may be hard to find a person with this kind of combination.
Oh.
And if that is the case, I remember Swamiji talking like that. If that is the case, then Shrotriya is easier to identify. Brahmanishta is impossible to find out anyway, unless the community it all comes from the community. But Shrotriya, at least okay, the person has studied here in this ashram, that person's guru is this, like that, some lineage will be there. Then you can make some guesses. This person is a student of Chinmayananda. Means, okay, so that is some quality is there. So that he knows stuff. Like that you can say. So like that, that is why Swamiji said, go with such a person. Not that we have a choice. In these matters, we don't have that much choice. But in that context, Swamiji had mentioned that Shrotriya, because the person knows the methodology, will not misguide the person. At some point, what will happen? See, Shrotriya will help the person. Then the person begins to understand the start. Person means student, begins to understand the Shastram. And the student may find another teacher later. It's possible. It's possible.
Yes.
Because then he realized the Shastra. Oh, this is what Shastra means. And my Guru has, of course, helped me a lot. And now I want to study from another teacher. Yeah, that
Or go
happens
to
all
next level or something.
level or whatever, that happens all the time. Means that the more you know, the better you are at assessing what's out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it happens.
okay. So another question was that on this, you said that nirindanaha ivanalaha is an adjective for shantaha, right?
Okay.
Correct. So I thought that would be a adjective for akamahata, because he is also a person who has no desire.
Yeah.
So
you can do that. You can put it as an adjective to akamahataha also. Correct.
okay.
No more desire for
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I thought.
Good observation.
Okay, thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Mahesh. Thank you. Yeah, Rukmini ji.
Jay Kumar ji, my question is also like what Mahesh ji asked. Shotriyaha and Brahma Vittamaha. To be a Brahma Vittamaha, Shrotriyaha is the very important qualification, because he has to study the Shastra from Guru Sishya Parampara, and he should be competent enough. Subject matter, all those things come under Shotriyaha. So to be a Brahma Vittamaha, whatever he has studied, Shastras in the Gurukula or in a Guru with a Guru, he should be a Shastravat Jivati. Or in English we say walk the talk. So how can they be a different? To be a Brahma Vittamaha, Shotriyaha is very important. And if he doesn't follow that Shotriyaha, how can he become Brahma Vittamaha?
How can a student become Brahma Vittamaha? That is the question, right?
Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, so the question is this. A Brahma Vittamaha must be a Shrotriya first. Then only
Yes.
Brahmanishta and all is possible. That is the question. And so, there is a dilemma. See, what we say is this, Rukmini, even though that is correct, even though that's correct. But what did Arjuna ask Sri Krishna? Kachin ubaya vibrashtaha chinnabrameva nashyati apratishto mahamoho kam gatim Krishna gachati. He said that in one of the chapters. Kam gatim. What happens to the guy? Suppose I am into Shastram. Suddenly one day heart attack gone. Then what happens to that person? Krishna is assuring. Okay. Partha naiveha na mutra vinashastasya vidyate. Nahi kalyanakrit kaschit durgatim tata gachati. That means what? The person will pick up the thread. Pick up the thread. Wherever the person is. Swarga, okay, Swarga, let him enjoy for a while, nothing wrong. Enjoying, nothing wrong. But that thread will continue. And then he will end up in a place where he will continue that study. Okay, that is what Krishna is saying. Continue the study. But suppose finished the study here itself, but Nishta is not there. And Nishta was in the process, but then the person passed away. Then what happened? Next Janma, some Nishta is there, okay? Nishta is there. And next Janma what? The Nishta will continue. The person is born with the Nishta. That's why sometimes parents can't figure out why the child is so different. Why the child is so different. Like this way I've seen in the US also, I've seen one child like that, 2 or 3 children like that. And of course we have Ramana Maharshi and all. People like that who are born with that samskara. There is nothing is free. Nothing comes free. And so we know that person, Ramana Maharshi, was born with that same samskara. And he is born as a Brahmanishta almost. Then he became a Brahmanishta. But then now, we don't know that he was a Shrotriya we should not talk about Jnanis like this. But since the question is like this, we are saying, don't know what the past. This is not free. This person did not get the Jnana Nishta just like that. Not possible. Nothing is just like that comes. Everything is following karma. And so past karma mein kuch na kuch kiya hai. But that kuch na kuch is forgotten. Forgotten means what? The actual process is not available. The result of the process is there. I am the beneficiary of the result of the process, no doubt. But the process is not available for me. Therefore, Bhagavan, people like that may not even teach. Ramana Maharshi, if you look at the story of Ramana Maharshi, he heard, so Kavyakanta Ganapati Shastri told him a lot of things. Many scholars were there, many Vedantists were there, and they read out the text to him, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and then Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi said, yes, correct. Means, yes, that's correct, that's the way it should be. And then he started writing Upadesha Saram and what is it? 40.
உள்ளது 40 விவேகச்சூடாமணி தமிழ் உள்ளது 40 விவேகச்சூடாமணி
உள்ளது 40 Tamil. So all that he wrote. In Tamil he wrote and then it was translated like Kavyakanta Ganapati Shastri. So, short answer to your question is correct. Your observation that a Shrotriya will become a Brahmanishta is correct. But it all may not happen in one life. And then because of Purva Janma Vasana, somebody will become a Brahmanishta. But the person may not even know Sanskrit. May not even know whatever language it is, doesn't matter. Why should it be Sanskrit? And how to express all these things? How to express? Very subtle it is. Anuresha Dharmaha Yama had said, therefore, that person who is a Brahmanishta has no problem. Okay. This is the problem of the student. So that's the idea. So what you said is correct.
And as you gave Maheshji to the answer, that you can find out from a biodata of a guru from which ashram, what the all those things. But to find out a Brahma Vittamaha is no difficult.
Yeah, it is true with any knowledge. It's true with any knowledge. In order to know whether a person is a mathematician, I also must be a mathematician. Otherwise, how can I know? Not possible. Maximum, I can say, oh, he's a mathematician. I can say based on my knowledge, oh, he's teaching mathematics in this college, university, like that. I can say maximum. That's all I can use. But really, I have nothing. I don't know any mathematics itself. Where is the question of assessing this person? Not possible. So yeah, Brahma Vittamaha, there is no. We have to go by Vritta Vyavaharaha. Vritta Vyavahara means what people say, what the society tells about people. We rely on that. Thank you, Rukmini. Yeah, Dheeraj, mother.
Swamiji, can I
Hey,
say
Guruji.
something?
Yeah. So I have two, three questions. So firstly, when it was said Satam Bandhuhu, so we like you interpreted it as saying that a friend of the seeker, or or the friend of the one who wants to know, or a jigyasu, a friend of a jigyasu. But can we, like Sat in general, like Sat is the existence, right? So it's Sat would refer to Brahman only. So can we say like the friend of Brahman who is always absorbed in Brahman, so he's friend of Brahman itself?
See, Satam, Anamatam, Satam. See, Satam and Anamatam goes together. So the the people indicated by the word Sat there, who have done namaskara to this person, who have surrendered to the person. So you can't say Brahman surrendered to the person. So then you have to say something like people who are committed to the truth.
Hmm.
People are committed to know the truth, then that's what matters. Everywhere else, a guru is of no use, really speaking. And so that is one way to look at it.
Okay, so basically because of that adjective anamatam, we know that it would be referring to the student who has surrendered to the guru. And
Correct.
in the word pravva prashraya, like how do you break it? Like what are the like upsargas here? Or like how did you break this word? Pravva prashraya.
Yeah, prahva is the first word, prashraya is the next word, and sevana is the last word.
Maybe.
So there must be, I've not looked into the dhatus there, prahva, and see, hwe is to call, and prapurvaka hwe maybe.
Hmm.
Then prashraya. So we need to look at that. Shri Dhatu or something must be, I think. And so Ganj Pratyaya, etc. will come. So I'm not looked into that, Dheeraj.
Okay, no problem. And in Do Dhuyamanam, you said that this has young pratyay, which means repetition, varam varam. So, like in Bhagavad Gita, in the Dhyanam, there is a word pepiyamanam. That pepiyamanam will also have the same young pratyay. Pepiyamanam sudha.
Maybe, so Pepiyamanam could have young. Could have young. I think it has young. Pepiyamanam. Shanach. Young followed by Shanach. Correct.
So, Do
Pepiyamanam.
Dhuyamanam also had young followed by Shanach.
Yeah. Repeatedly. That the flowers which the bees, like the bees, repeatedly go towards the flowers. Is it not? Yeah. Like that, the Bhagavad Gita is. Like that, he's saying. Madhusudana Saraswati. Yeah, good point. Mo mukhya manam. Like that, we have some words. Mo mukhya manam. Epiya manam. Like that. Good observation.
And you also mentioned that adrishtam here means papam, but adrishtam would, like in general usage, it would mean something that has not been seen. So drishtam is what you see in front of you. Adrishtam is what is not seen.
Correct. Correct. Here also it means the same thing. Drishtam is what is seen. Adrishtam is either punyam or papam. Any adrishta karma phalam. Adrishtam refers to either punyam or papam.
Okay.
But then duradrishtam, there is a prefix du there. That du refers to dushtaha adrishtaha. Dushtaha, dusht bolte hai na. So that unfavorable adrishta is called duradrishta, which is papa.
Okay. So basically, punya and papa, they can be drisht as in what you. Okay, so why do you call them drisht and adrisht? Like, is it some karma you did in the past life, so that becomes an adrishta punyam or adrishta papam? Like, if you did some karma in previous life, so it's
So
not
again, what is your question?
like so.
First
So
thing is adrishtam refers to both punyam and papa.
But adrishta means that you didn't get the phala in the same lifetime, so that's why the phalam is adrishtam.
See, now look at this. See, suppose, suppose you fed 100 poor people on your birthday. Okay, now what's going to happen? There's going to be a lot of punya accruing to your account. Now, when is that punyam going to manifest? When is that punyam going to fructify? It can happen in this life, or it can happen anytime in the future. So we will never know. We will never know which act of ours is generating which kind of result, punyam or papam, in which life. These things we cannot answer. Yeah.
Okay, so that karmic balance is always adrishtam. We never know how much we have now.
Correct. Yes. And guess how much balance we have? Can we make any guesses?
Okay, and like
Yes, the answer is this. We do have an estimate. An estimate is close to infinite. Why infinite? Because infinite
past
janmas.
lifetime,
Infinite
anadi kal se chal raha
anadi. Therefore, karma phalam also is infinite.
hai.
No, for anybody, for everybody. If the most generous person also, infinite karma is there. And the dushta also, terrorist also, infinite karma is there. How is the karma split between papam and punyam? It doesn't matter how it is split, it is still infinite only. And so, based on that, whatever is going to manifest will manifest. Okay. So, therefore, this idea of trying to somehow I'll do some good and neutralize my papa karma, and then I will come out of this. This idea is not practical.
And like one question which I had in mind for some time was probably not relevant for like today's class specifically, but in general, like when we say, okay, we all want to get moksha, we all want to get rid of sansara, but okay, and since we have been, we have been now running for like infinite lifetime, so now we want to like attain that. But typically in like let's say in one given lifetime, like so what is the sort I don't know whether it's the right way to ask, but like what is the or roughly a empirical number you can give ki okay, maybe 1 in a million people can get moksha or 1 in a billion people. So can we make some sort of a statement that okay, 1 in 100 crore will get it, one in 100 or like some 10 lakh people, 1 lakh people, you get it? Or is it that we never know, right? Because no, we don't even know who all have got in the past.
Yeah, I mean, how can we even say that? And then, and number two, how do we benefit by trying to spend time on that question, right? Or somebody comes up with a number. Krishna told us. Do you know what Krishna says? Huh? What does he say? He says, not getting the shloka. Among those who are interested, if
Yatatam
you,
Yatatam hi kaschid yati siddhim.
yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. So, yatataamapi kaschid yatati siddhaye. Okay. मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये सिद्धानामपि यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः मनुष्याणां सहस्राणां. So that is how he's saying it takes time, and there is nothing wrong in taking time here, because only in this matter there is nothing wrong in taking time, because it's the question is the journey going in the right direction or not. So that is Krishna. If you want an estimate, you can go look at commentaries, what people say. They don't know. These commentators are very creative. They tell you all kinds of stuff you don't expect also. So you may have some. That could be a good shloka to look into. So there is a text which has 11 commentaries of Bhagavad Gita. 11. So Anandagiri will be there, Madhusudana Saraswati will be there, and so many others. Ramarai Kavi will be there, and you keep looking at all of them and see what they say.
All are Advaita commentaries, or they have some other, like Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya?
Yeah, that also, yes, correct.
No, like the 11 commentaries book that has Advaita 11 commentaries, or it's a mix of all?
No, in some books I've seen Ramanujacharya also. So they sometimes mix Advaita and Dvaita in this commentary. Okay, they do. So you can get a mix. You can get a nice idea. And if you find it, you let us know. You tell us what you found.
I think IIT Kharagpur has got a website on different commentaries of Bhagavad Gita. You can choose.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that IIT, not Kharagpur. I think it's IIT Kanpur.
Kanpur or Kharagpur? Okay, yeah, one of them.
Kanpur. Yeah,
I think it's
IIT
Kanpur.
IIT Kanpur. In fact, I sent them a note once to include Swami Dayanandaji's commentary. And they were so ecstatic. They said, "Oh my God, thank you very much." And I copied our, Ashwadya, of course. And after that, Corona and all came, and then Swamiji's commentary never appeared there. At least I've not checked in a while. So, anyway, good question, Dheerajji. Jayanti Ramurthy.
Hariam Swamiji was asking about how to we judge a Brahmavit. So I was saying that we have Jadabarada, we have Hastamalakar, Adi Shankara. They were born Brahmavits. Though the parents did not realize, when he came in front of Adi Shankara, just by asking one question, he realized he was a Brahmavit. Similarly, Jadabarada, when he was carrying Raghugunan on the palanquin, and he was jumping, and he was going to be punished by him, just by asking one question to him and his one answer, Raghugunan fell, the king fell at his feet and realized he was a Brahmavit. So it is not difficult to realize a Brahmavit. Though we are ignorant, we need not be qualified or have studied Shastras to their extent. But if we have the papam to learn, and we are looking forward to someone who knows, if we just stand before him, we will realize that. Or if we have heard him even in a commentary, Like I have met Guru Paramartha Nandaji many times. Whenever I go to Madras, I meet him because he is my husband's guru. Even now, 2 months back, I met him. I just stand in front of him, do namaskar, prostrate, give the Guru Dakshina and other things. And I talk to him in a simple layman language, but he understands me very well and gives me very good, advice. And so I really feel that, I am blessed. That's all. Because we started actually by listening to commentaries on hinduonline.com and all his Bhagavad Gita and everything. And then, like my husband used to listen every day to his Upanishads or Bhashyams. And then every time we go to Madras, we'll meet him, he'll ask his doubts and all that. And I may even add to you that my husband passed away 2 years back. And 1 week before that, we met him. We had gone on a spiritual tour. And we met Swami Paramartha Nandaji. We gave him vastram, this fruits, dakshina, and did namaskaram also. And normally, I ask about Bhagavad Gita. I'm at that level only. I take Balviyar classes and all that. My husband gives him always doubts on Upanishads or, all that Brahma Sutras of his. And that particular instant, I don't know why he asked him. He said, Swamiji, I want to withdraw from all the worldly activities. So Swamiji just smiled and said, you are into so much of spirituality, social work. How can you withdraw overnight? One by one, you withdraw, you try to do meditation. And then because he knew him very well, we meet him very often. He came back exactly 1 week after that, he had a heart attack and he was no more. I called Swami Paramartha Nandaji and he sent me a letter, and I really felt very, because 1 week before, how it came in his mouth, why he said that, I do not know. He said, I want to withdraw from all the worldly activities. He was very spiritually inclined. It happened on January 1st, 2023. And just 1 week, exactly 1 week back, we met Paramartha. So it is something, it is not difficult to find out a Brahmavid, according to me.
Yeah. So in the case of Jadabharata, that king was mature enough. King was mature enough, and that's why he was able to identify Jadabharata. Oh my God! And how could this happen? And so he fell at the feet. That's good. So we don't say it's impossible, but
I was listening that Sheshadri Swamigal and others. For a layman, he will look like a madman. Just, somebody asked him, it seems, who is the buffalo was there? He said, what is this? He said, Yerima. Again, he asked, what is this Yerima? Then he said, this Yerima is Bhagavan, because he is seeing Bhagavan everywhere. He has reached that level. So if we are spiritually inclined and we are listening to all this, we also should have that maturity to realize who is a Brahmavit. And I mean, and always Swami Chinmayananda, Dayananda, or even Paramarthananda tells, if you are so acutely in search of a guru, the guru will come to you. You need not go and find out your guru. He will come in search of you and pick you up.
Definitely. Everything you said is true, ma.
A little bit whatever I knew. Hariom Swamiji, which I wanted to share.
Thank you. Where are you located, ma? Where are you living?
I am living in Bombay. I joined, Hemavati Shankar introduced me, and recently I joined 1 month back or so.
Okay.
I joined the classes on because during COVID, Paramartha Nandaji had selected his 108 shlokas, and he himself explained everything. At that time, my husband listened to it. I did not get the time to sit along with him and listen. So I had bound it into a spiral bounding for both of us, but it was not possible for me with the samsaram and everything. So now I get more time. So as soon as I heard Hemavati Shankar that you are doing it, and you are from Arsha Vidyapeetham, I was very keen on joining and listening, and enjoying every lecture of yours. And I want to also visit the Arsha Vidyapeetham and Anagati. We wanted to come together, but it didn't happen. So at least now I can come. I have less responsibilities at home. I don't have my husband to take care of. the sense like he was very particular about everything. Even listening to Bhagavad Gita, like, Swamiji, if I can share with you, he will say, I will not have dinner today. I'll say, why? I'm self-punishment. I didn't listen 1 hour to Swami Paramarthanandaji today, which is my timetable. Even while going the flight, he'll put it in his ears. That much sincerely he used to listen and also put it into practice. He will
Very
not
good.
like any gossip or anything. Only social work and spirituality, and putting that into practice. Very down to earth he was.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that, Ma. Very nice of you.
Another example of Brahma is Amma now.
Ah, many are there. Many are there. Many are there. I mean, we should not take it lightly.
Our own knowledge just now.
Yeah. Huh?
Our own knowledge, to our own knowledge we know. That's what I said.
Right.
Age of 6 or 7, she had that attitude of bhajans and all these things, listening to Krishna's bhajan and all these things, like that.
Very much. Many people are there. Many people are there. Yeah. Thank you, Ramuji. Jayantiji. Premaji, go ahead.
My question is leading from Dheeraj's question. He's talking about Suhrit and Bandhu, etc. Then who is an Atma Bandhu?
Yeah, sorry. You're telling or you're asking a question?
I'm asking a question as to what is that term, Atma Bandhu, because you were talking about Suhrit and Bandhu, the difference. So I'm wondering, when we refer to an Atma Bandhu, what does it refer to?
Yeah, it depends on the context. It depends on the context. But most likely, the common meaning of the word Atma Bandhu is this. We have to first be kind to ourselves. Compassion. Compassion, when we talk, compassion is towards others. But if I am not compassionate to myself, then it is difficult for me to be compassionate to others. Very simple rule it is. And so, that Atma Kripa has to be there. We need 3 kinds of Kripa. What are the 3 kinds of Kripa? One is Ishvara Kripa. Another is Shastra Kripa. Then there is Guru Kripa. And then there is Atma Kripa. Atma Kripa. Very important it is. That Atma Kripa means what? Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. Hey, Krishna is saying, first take care of yourself. Don't judge yourself constantly. Don't condemn yourself. We are what we are. Let's find a way out. Help yourself. Only you can help yourself get out of this. And I'll help you, no doubt, but you have to take charge. That is what Krishna is saying there. So Atma Bandhu, based on what I've seen, most of the time it refers to one is one's own friend. We have to learn to be our own friend. If I'm constantly criticizing myself, I have to tell myself, why? Why am I did something wrong? Okay, now I have apologized also. Then why keep on harping over it any more and more? I have to tell myself that, correct? So that is the way I see that word Atma Bandhu. Atmanaha Bandhu. Not Atma's Bandhu, not the Nirguna Atma's Bandhu. No, Nirguna Atma doesn't need any friend and there's nothing other than Atma anyway. So it can't be that kind of Atma. It has to be Swasya Bandhu. Swatmanaha Bandhu. One's own friend. This is the context. Thank you very much. Thank you. How is Vinod doing?
Vinod is fine. He was at the ashram for 2 weeks. So he's come back. He's having the letdown, having come back to samsara and work. But
he had gone to the ashram, you said?
Yeah, he went to the Shivananda ashram in the Bahamas for 2 weeks. So once you are there and to that routine and that kind of thing, to come back home back to work, back to the world. It's a letdown. So he's going through that process.
Very nice, very nice. Nice that
Yeah.
he's taking time to go to the ashram, Shivananda ashram. Very good.
Yeah, he's very fortunate because his company usually has its meetings there and very close to the ashram. So he can always walk to the ashram whenever he wants. So that has always been an advantage. He would, he gets more time at the ashram that way. So I think that's more grace than anything else. And that his mind turns to that is also a blessing. And he came back this time saying that he went for Gita Parayana. And so he enjoyed the Parayana that goes on and they repeat. And some Swami from the Arshavidya Gurukulam had come, but it's a lady, but I couldn't quite catch the name. And he said he loved the talks that she gave, especially how to disassociate ourselves from our minds to be more effective to ourselves and to everybody else. So the Karma Yoga, the ocean, the time that is spent in meditation and spiritual studies, etc., has been very profitable. He likes it and he enjoys it.
Good,
And
good, good.
I think it's just blessings.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Thank you, Swamiji.
Nice. Yeah. Swapna, then Jayanti.
Namaste, Jackmaji. Verse 20. Tam aradhya gurum bhaktya prahva prashraya sevanaihi. So tam aradhya gurum, ityukte gurum is tam, right? Tam, the sarvanama is for tam guru. So that guru, having worshipped that guru with bhaktya, with an attitude of reverence, politeness, humility, and seva. Prasannam tam anuprapya prichet jnatavyam atmanah. So prasannam tam anuprapya ityukte, what is so tam here is guru.
Yeah.
So guru
Tam
is
Guru.
happy. Sorry.
Guru is now Prasannam. Tam
Anuprapya.
Prasannam Guru. Anuprapya. I forgot to explain Anuprapya, no? Yeah.
Yes.
Anuprapya. Having approached that Guru. Anuprapnam is approaching.
Oh, having approached the pleased guru.
Correct. Tam Gurum Anuprapya. Who appears to, yeah, because see, there is, I told you, Samvatsaram Samvatsyatha. So this shloka is covering a lot of big time frame here. It is covering a lot of time. So Sevanaihi, Seva takes time, no? And it is not just one minute, 5 minute meeting. And then Sevanaihi means Seva is going on. So after that only the question is being asked. So therefore, by then that Guru is Prasannam and Anuprapya. Then only approaching the Guru, and it may take the student some time to understand also what is what, and so
Swami
approaching.
Tadatmananda says some people interpret these lines as you do seva to please the guru. It's like, what is that guru who needs to be happy when something is done to him? So you're like, that is not the guru is happy, prasannam, sarvada prasannam. It's you are doing seva doesn't make him happy or happier. So it's just poetry, I guess, or
No, the
or
Guru
maybe
is no. The Guru is happy that the student is going to benefit now. The student has expressed himself, are going to express now, and at the maturity of the student. That's what it is. Not at the seva. Did we translate that as seva? How did we
no,
translate
you
it?
didn't. No, you did not. He said that some people do like that,
Okay.
and which is wrong. He was saying.
Seva. Yeah, exactly. Seva. This is good.
Dhanyavada.
Thank you. Jayanti ji, go ahead.
Guru Tattvam no ma. Tattvas no, Guru Tattva.
Kalyani ji.
Jai Bhavani Namo Namaha. Guru
Jai Bhavani.
Tattva. Tattva means Tattva dane ma. Guru Tattva dane.
Ah,
Guru the Tattvam dane we have to take.
Tattvam, correct. You're right. Right.
That's right.
All the Veshas, they are not interested in the Vesha. No?
That's right. The Swapnaji was asking, no, that Guru Tattva we have to take. What you are teaching, no, that we have to take it. Okay,
Very good.
Prasad.
Thank you, Kalyani ji. Thank you. Yeah, Jayanti ji, go ahead.
Hariyam Swamiji, I would just like to add, Seva we do for Chitta Shuddhi, to make our Chittam Shuddhi to the Guru. Guru is always pleased. He doesn't get, he only, as you said, finds out whether you become a patra to his this. With we know the story about Totakacharya. He used to only wash all the clothes of Swamiji and all the other Shishyas. When he was waiting for him, they looked at the wall saying that he and the wall are the same. Why are you waiting? But then when he called him Giri, he came across and he was chanting that Totaka Vritam, that this Vidida Gila Sastra Sudha Jalade. That's how the Guru blessed him. When he did so much seva, not expecting any returns, and his attitude was only doing seva. Though he could not understand whatever the Guru was teaching, when the right time comes and he knows that you are the patra, you don't know how he blesses you, in what way he blesses you. That's how it is. And I also wanted to add that I have been a Chinmay Mission student since childhood, since I was 6 years old or something. And I used to take Balvir classes when I was like in the teenage, this and all. And when I got married, Swami Dayanand Saraswati was in charge of the Chinmay Mission in Mumbai, Tara Cultural Trust. So he had come for my wedding. He was there for my wedding and he presented me with the Holy Gita, me and my husband.
Oh, my goodness.
That is what I wanted to add.
Areva.
That's how all this is, seeped in through. His Anugraham. Without his Anugraham, I won't be continuing with, as you said, then children getting married and Mamiyar, Mamanar, Ella Sansara, Sagaram, Ella Kadati, I'm still in it. I'm able to maintain my equipoise and this because of his Anugraham only.
Very good. So blessed. It is such a blessing. Yes. Because I have never, when I knew Swamiji, by then he was already part of Asha Vidya Gurukulam. But when you met him, it was Chinmaya Mission Swamiji. So.
And since I used to take classes and all, we invited, so they came. And I have a photograph also with him, both of us, along with Swamiji. And I still have that book, Holy Gita, with his autograph.
Very nice, very nice. So are you still teaching Balavihar? Or do you still conduct classes?
I teach Bhagavad Gita in schools also. We teach children in schools so that we prepare them for Bhagavad Gita competitions. I myself attend also Bhagavad Gita classes. I'm very, very, keenly interested, and that is only my activity now. I was a professor in a college. I used to teach organic chemistry for the postgraduate students for 40 years. Along with that, I was doing it, but now I'm full-time into this. I've retired now 10, 11 years back. Then I was a glorified grandmother with all my grandkids. Now they have also grown a little big, and so I teach them also. My 2 grandchildren are in Cleveland. Once a week, I take classes for them also. I teach them Bhagavad Gita, shlokas, everything. And my grandson who is here chants everything. Sadashiva Samarambam Lende, all shlokas he knows, he chants Gita because he is with me all the time.
Okay. So good. Such a blessing to all the children, that are learning from you.
From nursery, KG onwards, we teach. I go to schools where they are first learners. Their parents at home are all in shanties and, cobblers or pavada makers and things like that. So they don't have any idea about Bhagavad Gita or Krishna or anything. They may be worshipping Krishna as a god, but Bhagavad Gita ne enna ne theriyadu. Because I've been here for 70 years, I know Marathi also. And it's a Maharashtrian oriented school. So the whole school, I adopted that school. I go and speak in the assembly in Marathi. I talk to the teachers who are also in Marathi. The teachers are also interested. They also they're very happy. They say teach Ram Raksha Sotra, teach this. The trustees are very much in favor. So they chant in the assembly, they chant. The last year of the 5th chapter, the entire 700 students will chant, and it is so nice to hear, pleasing to the ear. And they take part in the competitions. We go and conduct a school, then we have area wise, then we have all Bombay level, then we have all India level, then international level. So we are called the Narayan zone, Chembur and Ghatkopar. We have about 30 to 35 schools where we have a group of sevak.
धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमयविनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः।